Welcome to day 21. It's March the 7th, which is Wednesday 2024, on this 30-day Quit Weed Challenge. And I'll just run straight into it now. From last night, how's my sleep been going? So how's the dreams been going and so forth? So I'll just let you know, my dreams are not as crazy anymore. Like I didn't get killed in my sleep last night. I didn't have any nightmares where I woke up and vomited or whatever it may be. So I'm sleeping more peacefully. And what I've realized is, since I've stopped or taken a break from melatonin, my dreams are not as crazily vivid anymore. I'm hoping I'm still sleeping as deep as I want, because melatonin, I notice, because it's got a slow release on it, you sometimes find that when you wake up at like 6 a.m, you're feeling really, really groggy. Like it's hard to sort of get going. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but either way, I just prefer not to rely on melatonin, because our body produces melatonin, and you can get, by getting sunlight during the day and being awake during normal hours, your body basically releases or produces melatonin. So by taking an artificial tablet to boost it, I just feel like it's a little bit messing with my mind in terms of my sleep. Like it's too vivid, the dreams. Like they're almost like really, really hard to control. But having said that, I've just taken a break from it. I will experiment with it maybe in the next couple of days, maybe even tonight. We'll see how we go. But at this stage, I don't feel like taking it. Like I've got no real necessity to take it. Reason being is, I'm just going to talk on my time to fall asleep. So this, originally my main issue was being worried about being able to fall asleep, but now I've got the ability where I can literally fall asleep within like 30 minutes, 25 minutes, and I've never ever in my whole life had that ability. Like I'd always sit there, and you could probably relate as well, you sit there in your bed and you start like looking at the ceiling, or you're just wide awake and you're just sitting there thinking about problems that don't matter, or things that you shouldn't even be concentrating on. Like we can't control the future at this stage. We can only control what we have in front of us in the present. So yeah, that racing mind has completely gone, being day 21. So I'm so grateful that I'm not sitting there with a racing mind and feeling really uneasy at this stage. So the racing mind's calmed down. The time to fall asleep, I'm really, really proud of, like that I've hung in there, because throughout this whole journey, I've relied on melatonin and so forth, but without the melatonin, I'm literally falling asleep within like 30 minutes. Within 30 minutes, I'm falling asleep. So I'm really, really proud of that, okay, and how that's going. No nightmares and so forth by stopping the melatonin. Now, how long am I sleeping? I would say at this stage I'm getting about 6 hours of sleep, 6, maybe even 7, okay? But if I feel like I'm not rested during the day, I will have a 45-minute nap. I'll have a 1-hour nap, because I train twice a day and my body's physically active, and I've built up my metabolism. I would say that, and speaking to my mate who's actually a fitness coach, he was saying having those day naps to let your body recover, like get that extra recovery, is really ideal, because at the end of the day, you don't want to put too much stress on your central nervous system. So having 45-minute rests, or even a 30-minute nap, once you get home from work, for your sort of instance, brother, I would say do that. Like don't worry about that messing with your sleep. If you're physically training and you're working, you can have a 30-minute nap, you can have a 45-minute nap. I wouldn't go above 1 hour, because once you start going above 1 hour, you're going to have a deep sleep, and then you're going to trip your mind out. It's going to think that it's nighttime, and it's just going to ruin your sleep schedule. Okay, so I'd really, really focus on just having little naps if you need it. If you really need it, just put your alarm on 30 minutes, 45 minutes, okay? And if you're not that physically active, I'd probably say stick to a 30-minute nap, because otherwise it will ruin, or it will interfere with your sleep cycles at night, and it'll take you longer to fall asleep. And that's what you don't want, because when it's nighttime, you want to sleep, and when it's morning, you want to be up, yeah? So now The sleep paralysis, that's gone. Like, I don't feel like I'm sitting in a coffin dying or anything like that, so thank fuck that's gone. Today being Wednesday, what's in store for Wednesday? Look, I've got a rest day today, so I've done 30 minutes cardio. So it's now 5 p.m. here in Thailand, so I've done 30 minutes cardio on the treadmill. And when I say cardio, I'm not one of those people that sits there like climbing on 12 incline and like 10 speed. Like, you don't need to do that. As I said, this is a long-term gain, okay? Slow and steady wins the race, okay? And we're not trying to get injured. We're not trying to stress our central nervous system out. We're trying to just implement good cardio to have a healthy heart. 140 minutes of cardio per week is technically all you need to have a healthy heart. By doing cardio part of your lifestyle routine, it's not just about getting shredded with it. There's a few benefits. The main one that interests me is it extends your life by about 3 to 5 years, okay? And for me, that's huge, because our heart is a very important muscle, and you want to preserve your heart. You don't want to have heart problems. You don't want to have heart palpitations. Yeah, so by adding cardio, at least 140 minute per week, and it doesn't have to be a treadmill. It could be even like, if you want to kick a soccer ball around, like just time it, put your timer on, get a mate, kick a ball around, or if you just want to go for a walk, get some steps in. You've got 140 minutes throughout the week during 7 days, okay? And I'm more into training for longevity. I'm more into training for aesthetics, and I'm also into training for feeling good at the same time. So why not look good, feel good? You know what I mean? And that's the best way, because if you train like a bodybuilder and just eat so much calories and so much this, like, to be honest, like, I don't know, I can't eat all that food, like 4,000 calories, like 3,800, and just be like massive. Like, it's not what our human bodies are designed to do, yeah? And yeah, you'll get jacked as fuck, but really, do you want to look like that? Don't you just want to look nice, lean, with your top off? You know what I mean? That's what I'm going for. I'm going for the aesthetic look, one where you have a thin face, you know, your jawline shows, like, you want that, yeah? By eating all this too much food, your stomach lining is going to be ruined, your digestion system is going to be ruined. It's not advisable, yeah? Unless you're competing for a show, all right, fair enough, but for most of you, you're not going to be competing for a show. You just want to have, you know, look good naked, you want to feel good, which is the main thing, and you want to live as long as possible. So did my cardio. My cardio consisted of 5 incline, okay? So 5 incline, so I just raised the incline to 5. So I start my cardio like this on the treadmill. I mix it up. Like, sometimes I prefer to be in nature and go for walks, but it's so hot outside, like, it's really, really humid right now, and I don't want to be sitting in the sun like burning up, yeah, because it's really humid here in Thailand. I think it's like 31 degrees today. So I just decided to use the treadmill today just before recording this. I did 5 incline, and my speed's only 3.5. I'm not running a race. Don't run on the treadmill. You don't need to do any of that crap. Like, just go slow and steady, 140 minutes per week, okay? And then incorporate your lifting as well on top of that. And then I'm telling you, your body's going to work a treat. It's going to thank you later in the long run, yeah? So that's basically the afternoon. Now tonight, just going to have dinner earlier, okay? My main aim is to fall asleep earlier. I've noticed, like, one symptom I've noticed at this stage would be irritability by staying up late, okay? And that's something I want to touch on, because I've noticed that for a few days now by staying up later than my body wants to, yeah? So you get to a point where you're really tired, and then, like, you kind of push past that, and then once you push past that, your body's kind of on overdrive, and when you're on overdrive, the symptoms of irritability kicks in for me anyway. I don't know if you have any symptoms like that, but look, I've been noticing I've been getting irritable when I'm staying up late. Like, my mind starts getting weird fucking thoughts, start getting a little bit of like negative thoughts and stuff like that. Not completely like a fucking mess, but by staying up too late, by doing exercise during the day, like, you need to look after your body, yeah? So I would advise, or what's on my journey of day 21, the irritability I've noticed has been something that's been happening, and I've done a self-analysis, and it's purely just by staying up late and not getting enough earlier sleep. So my goal tonight is to not speak to any loved ones, just to unwind after dinner and get in bed as early as possible. So that's one of my challenges I'm facing now, sorry, to reduce the irritability. Now, Cravings, how are they going? Absolutely fine. Like, got zero, and I mean it, zero cravings at all. As I said, weed's legal in this country. There's weed shops 2-minute walk from my house, 5-minute walk from my house. Yeah, I'm just getting absolutely no cravings for it. Like, I'm actually feeling disgusted, and I'm so happy I've pushed through to day 21, which is the longest I've ever pushed with weed, and I'm so grateful. I've got zero thoughts. Even when I'm feeling irritable at nighttime by staying up later, my body doesn't say, hey, why don't you just go get some weed, and you could definitely sleep. No, none of that. Those are not even crossing my mind anymore, or not even crossing my mind at all. So I don't even let that thought enter my mind. And by keeping a strong mindset, that definitely helps with, and by having goals and purpose in life, that definitely all counteracts and goes hand in hand. Also, by doing meditation, that also keeps your mind from racing, that also keeps your mind from wondering, thinking about, it doesn't even cross my mind as a thought about having weed, okay? And I was worried about that, thinking, am I ever going to be able to get rid of this issue where I'm wanting to sort of, when I was smoking weed, how can I say this? When I was smoking weed, I'd always have that thought of, okay, it's 2 p.m. now, I'm at the gym, had a mad session, I can't wait for about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and then have a cone, yeah, and have a bong or have a joint, whatever it might be. But now that I've pushed through to day 21, I'm getting no thoughts like that. Like, literally, I could have the shittest day, yeah, like the absolute worst day, hear some bad news, feel like absolute shit. I'll go into my moment for at least 5 minutes, and then I'll just work out. And even if that thought did come to mind, like saying, hey, why don't you put the band-aid on and just fucking smoke a little bit, you'll be alright. Those putrid thoughts of operating from shame and guilt starts kicking in, and I don't even want a bar of it, yeah? Like, I'm absolutely done with it. Like, there's absolutely no cravings from the weed side of things. So I'm really proud of myself and how I'm going with that. And yeah, I just have to, I guess my main challenge for today, day 21, tonight, is to avoid the irritability. And as I said, by doing a self-analysis, I'm going to fall asleep quicker. I'm going to get in bed earlier, and yeah, at the same time, hopefully fall asleep quicker. But yeah, I'm just looking at sort of tackling this little irritability I've been getting by staying up a little bit further than normal. Like, and I know that's self-inflicted, so my main challenge here is getting to bed earlier and getting to bed at a desired time. So yeah, at this stage, day 21, today's a rest day, did a bit of cardio. Day 22 tomorrow, I'm telling you, the days are flying. Those that are on this journey, that are doing it, that are on day 22, haven't touched it, I'm so grateful, I'm so proud to hear this. It absolutely makes me happy hearing this, that you're on the journey with me. And by me recording these videos every single day, like, this is the best thing I've ever done in my life. Like, honestly, I love doing this. Like, this actually brings me purpose by talking to the camera. It also keeps me accountable. So by speaking to you, brother, you're holding me accountable. And as I said, we go through this journey together and we elevate together. Yes, it's all about coming together and not being selfish, and putting others first. So that's where I'm at with day 21 on the Wednesday. I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. Good luck with your journey and smash it out. And remember, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.